Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Ron. If you're new to my channel, welcome, and if you're a returning member, welcome back. And if you're a new member, could you please share, like, and subscribe to my YouTube channel? It helps other people know when I post the latest video like this one. And before we get started, I'm not a medical doctor. I don't make any medical claims. This is all based on my own personal journey and my own personal research. So I would suggest clearing it out with your doctor first before you get started. Well, today is Monday, December 27th. It also marks the end of week 71 keto results. And I'd like to wish everybody a belated Merry Christmas, if I forget, the ones that celebrate Christmas, and a Happy New Year going forward. So today's topic is going to be about stay away from negative people, and boy, do I ever mean that. So first, before we get into that topic, let's talk about my weight and how it went. So we started the week off at 214 pounds, and we had a successful 3-pound weight loss the previous week. And going into the holiday, I kind of knew this was going to happen. I gained back the 3 pounds and a couple more extra pounds. So right now I'm back up to 217 pounds. And we have one more little holiday to go, New Year's Day, and so I'm not going to sweat the small stuff. Today is Monday. I had to go to work this morning at 10. It's about 5:30 in the morning. I've been up since 1 with back issues again. Back is absolutely a mess. Been back spasms all night, plus we have a noisy neighbor downstairs. I think it's a new neighbor that might have moved in. I'm not going to pick on that nationality, but they like to play their music really loud, and it's the same boombox music. It's been cranking since 2 o'clock in the morning, and this goes on all day till they go to sleep, and I'm getting tired of hearing about it. So I am going to be complaining about it this week. And, you know, the floor vibrates and my walls vibrate, and I can hear it, and I can hear it all the way out to the bathroom, into the living room, and when I'm walking to that area, and, you know, I don't feel as if as a neighbor we should have to be dealing with that. I'm not asking them to shut it off, but just asking them to tone it down a little bit. And I don't think that's being unreasonable. And this goes on all day and all night, from the time they get up to the time they go to bed. And I'm just getting tired of dealing with it. So enough said about the music. So we had a 4-pound weight gain this week. So getting back to Christmas, my sister was supposed to come over Christmas Day. She did call me up. I did call her. Wished her a Merry Christmas. It was very icy out that day, and we had a nice storm overnight, and you know, I didn't expect her to come over, and I wouldn't expect her to come over. And so my wife and I had a quiet Christmas Day. We got a lot of great Christmas presents. We didn't have a Christmas last year because it was very we didn't have enough money last year to worry about it. So this year I wanted to do a little something special, and so I gave my wife we each got $300 this year. We spent about that much on each other this year. My wife bought me a nice Pyrex glass set. It's clear glass for my cooking keto, and it's all the stuff I wanted right along. Got it at Kohl's. She got me an electric shaver, which I wanted, some shirts. I got a pair of pants, and all basically things that I needed. And I got her everything that she wanted, and so I'm a rule of thumb, me on my new M50 camera. I'm so used to formatting the disc before I start filming. So I filmed it out Christmas Day so we can have it for our records going forward, because you never know. And I formatted the hard drive, so I didn't get a chance to even watch the video I recorded. But all is not lost, Mon Capitan. There is some software out there called Recovery Anything, and I'm going to pick it up the first part of January. It's $40 for the software, and even if you deleted or formatted a disc like I did, it'll recover the software for the video file or photographs. And you know, for a $40 investment, it's really well worth the money. I did the trial version. I found the file that I deleted. It's there. I just got to recover it with the software. The FBI uses similar software to that all the time when they need go into people's hard drives. So it's just something to keep in mind. And if that ever happens to you, I'll put the link below my video. But yeah, we had a really nice Christmas. I just you know, stayed home. We had ham for regular mashed potatoes, and I had a couple of rolls, and had quite a bit. You know, I kind of like overdid it on the ham and the holiday carbs. And then my wife made some strawberry parfait. She takes some baby marshmallows and some frozen strawberries, soaks them overnight with some heavy whipping cream, and I had a couple bowls of that, and that's all I had basically all day. And then I made a pea soup out of it the next day, and then I had a couple bowls out of that, and we got a nice spiral ham, and yeah, it was a really good day. And other than the poundage I put on, we did really, really well. And then, of course, New Year's is coming up. New Year's, I'm planning on having my usual Chinese food and the Three Stooges Marathon. And I don't know if I'm working yet that day, but no matter what, still going to celebrate it. And going forward to 2022, we're going to start off the year with an egg fast and a beef and butter fast. So we're going to do the combination of both. And that's going to be my main source of protein for a few days. And yeah. So I wanted to share something in that local paper. So most of you guys know that I'm Ron from Leominster. And anyways, I submitted some photographs over to the local paper called the Sentinel Enterprise, and I've been doing this all summer long and all year long in the last couple of years. So they got a hold of one of my photographs that I posted on Leominster, my hometown, and anyways, the girl Danielle that works there, she's absolutely a sweetheart. So if you're watching this, thank you very much, Danielle. I really appreciate all the hard work that you do for the local paper. And she's a parent. She's got a couple of kids, and at least two of them know of. So they published my paper. They published my photograph of Carter Park, the gazebo, on the Christmas Eve edition, and they had a big write-up. And the title of it was was the night before Christmas, and they go through the poem. And they wanted this particular photograph for the front cover of the edition. And I thought that was fantastic, and I was really excited about it. And I was even more excited about it when she texted me and she said, can I have your mailing address? And they want to get a hold of you sometime next year, which, because we're now just right at the end of December. They're going to be contracting me out as a freelance photographer, and they're going to be paying me for that photograph. So I got to go down to the office and fill out some paperwork, and I'm really excited about that. So when and then getting back to the early Christmas present I bought a new jacket, and I posted that, and because that was in a size large, and last year I was in a 5X Patriot jacket, and I had a lot of comments about the jacket, and I was just kidding about, geez, I need a new pair of sneakers now, and to match the jacket. And one on my Facebook, I'm not gonna embarrass him, but he noticed I had a couple of rips in my sneakers. Now, those of you guys know me. This past year, I walked over 100. I was averaging about 50 miles a month. I'll put the exact total up there for my January 1st post of what I walked this past year. So he noticed that my sneakers had 2 rips in them, and he said, yeah, my wife's a runner, and it's an early Christmas present. I'm going to send you out for a pair of sneakers. So I don't usually give my address out, but I knew the guy was. I don't think I ever met him or not, but I used to get haircuts from that family for many, many years, and he is related to them. So I reluctantly gave him my address, and he sent out for a pair of sneakers for me from Amazon. I haven't gotten them yet. They should come this week, and I'll post it next week when I get the sneakers. But I wanted to thank you for that, so I'm not going to embarrass you by putting a name out there. I didn't ask for the sneakers, but most people know me by Ron, and I really appreciate it. I just hadn't gotten around to it yet. I just recently returned back to work to get caught up on some bills, and they have a little bit of extra money every week. So far, it hasn't affected Social Security. But if that happens, I'm not going to work anymore, and I'll stay with the photography. And the photography is paid by the photograph and by the event. And I think they said they're going to get $100 for that one photograph, but it's better than what I was getting before, which was really nothing, but something I enjoy doing. And I film out a lot of city local events. Now, January 3rd, the mayor is going to be inaugurated at City Hall. I'm planning on helping the studio out with the video, but I am going to do photography that day. And the governor of our state, Governor Charlie Baker, The ones that are familiar with him are going to be there, and I want to grab out some photographs of him with the mayor and the attorney general. And I'm going to try to see if I can get a photograph with the governor, because this is his last term in office. He's not running again for another re-election. He's been absolutely a great governor for the state, and you know, he is people friendly. But you know, right now we got the what's going on out there with the masks, and we got to be vigilant. We got to be very careful. Knock on wood, I haven't had it even going back to when it first broke out last year, and so I've been very blessed. So, so enough said about all that, and talked about what we got planned going forward for next year. I'm getting ready to put together a video slide presentation. It's almost done. I got a couple more months to finish up. I'm putting together some of my favorite places and some of the events that I did with some background music, and it's coming out really nice. So I wanted to get back to this topic about staying away from negative people, and so the other day I was at a place, I won't say where, and somebody made a comment. They brought in some treats, and one of them was fudge and some, you know, the holiday treats with those little wafers and the innocent cookies and, you know, a whole bunch of treats like that. And they all know I'm trying to lose weight, and you know, and I really appreciate them reminding me, okay? But what really got my goat was, they literally came up to me and said, "You can't have any of that. You're on a diet." And I didn't say anything, and I didn't have any of that because there was nothing there that I wanted. There was fudge that looked pretty good, but I didn't have any of that, okay? But when she did leave, I did have a muffin there that they put out muffins over there for the people there. And so anyways, what I wanted to say to that person, and what I want to say to all you guys out there, don't ever say that to anybody, that you can't have that. I mean, I'm on a weight loss journey, and that's going to continue through the rest of my life. Now, I've been very morbid obese since the age of 12, and it took me 53 years to figure out that you can eat in moderation and still have the regular foods, but just don't tell people you can't have that, because I mean, that's going to put you in a depression where you're just going to say, "The hell with you, lady," or "The hell with you, person," and I'm just going to go eat everything that I want to eat inside, and you know, and that's going to be the end of my lifelong journey, which is to get healthy. And I've been very successful, and that's how I've been successful. I've been having cheat days, I'll have cheat months, and sometimes I'll go 2 or 3 months without not losing any weight, but I'm losing it on inches. And so I try not to let that person bother me too much, but it just served me in a way that, you know, don't have, you know, if that ever happens to you, don't let it bother you. I feel so bad for some of these people that are really overweight, because I was there last year. I was there. At one point in my life, I weighed 400 pounds, and I couldn't even move from the bathroom to the bedroom without the assistance of a walker. That's how bad I was. But last year in August, I made the most important decision of my life ever, other than getting married and accepting God as my personal Savior and Jesus. I made a decision to get healthy and to lose weight, and I feel so bad for these people. When I go to bingo, I do charity at the event bingo at the St. Cecily's Parish on Friday nights, and I volunteer a tremendous amount of hours for the studio, and do a lot of ribbon cutting ceremonies and local events, and you never know where I'm going to show up with a camera. So when I see people struggling that are in my shoes, I just kind of want to go up to them and ask them, "Do you need my help to lose weight?" I would never ever do that, because I know I don't want to embarrass anybody. In order for you to lose weight, to be successful like I am, and like Steffi is, an incredible shrinking Steffi, and Shrinkables, a Facebook support, and Jess in a Facebook community support group, Keto Rewind support, and a YouTube channel, Keto Rewind, and a whole host of others. You really have to be in that situation where you know, I don't know what to say on that, but don't I can't go up to these people and say, would you like me to help you? If they want my help, I would be glad to help you. If you want my help, friend me, text me. I can even give you my number. We can be friends. If you live locally, we can do walking adventures together. I joined the gym last October, actually September, and I go there periodically. Now this winter it's been very, very cold, and it's only December, and I'm not going out in the cold like I did last year, even though I got a warm jacket. That's why I joined the gym, and I plan on using the gym quite regularly this year when I'm not working, if I'm not too tired. And even if I'm working, I might go down to the gym. But don't ever say that to people, because that could put that person in such a depression. You don't know what caused that person to be overweight. It could have been heredity. It could have been a bad childhood. It could have been almost anything. When I was a kid growing up, my weight problem started when I was about 12. I have 3 sisters. God forbid, they're still around. Mom, I had a dad, but they were divorced. I was the abused child when my dad beat me up when I was a kid. We always had people living with us because my mom couldn't afford the mortgage by herself. And some of my problems started when I received a TV set when I was about 12. I had it in my room. And I isolated myself from the family, and the TV and the food became my best friend. And I don't have anybody else to blame but myself. But and that's basically what got me started on food. And you know, one thing led to the next. And because back in the 60s and early 70s, we didn't have, it wasn't quite out there like people wanted to be healthy crazy like it is today. We lived off of soda, the sugary soda, the chips and the chips and the chips and the chips and the breads and the pastas and all that junk and the processed foods that are all no good for you. But you know, as life went on, I learned to evolve, and I learned to figure it out. It took me 53 years to figure it out. Eat in moderation. I used to always eat like 3 or 4 plates of food and stuff like that, and I don't do that stuff anymore. And so I'm really well disciplined, and so going forward for this coming year, and I'm going to talk about it in my next video we'll be posting soon, so be watching for that. And but it'll be the year in review. I'm going to give you my 5 tips to getting started for the new year. And so what we got planned, we're going to just have some basically like keto meals, finishing up some leftovers for this week, and having my Chinese food for New Year's. And then starting on January 2nd, we're going to go right back on the ketogenic lifestyle. And that's my heat that just kicked in. It's been very, very cold outside. But yeah, I just want to leave you with that thought, and just, you know, please don't ever tear anybody up when they, you know, if they want something, because it's never a good thing. That's judging, and I believe there's something in the Bible that said, "Thou shalt not judge." And you know what? I try not to judge people, and look at yourself first before you judge other people, and we'll leave it at that. But that's all I wanted to say about that. I know it was long, but I had to get it off my chest. But anyways, like I said, if you're new to my YouTube channel, welcome, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel. And anyways, have a good week, and we'll talk to you again in a few days. This is Ron. Remember, you guys are amazing. I truly love you guys, and I truly mean that when I say that about being amazing. And thank you once again for all your amazing support in my continuing journey for my success, and hopefully yours. But yeah, have a great week, guys. I'll talk to you again in a couple of days.